Welcome to Fandom Power.
What's up, everybody? It's Wes, Andy, and Hank, and we are back with another episode of Fandom Power.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
G'day.
What's going on?
Not much. We had a nice sunny day here in our part of Ontario after much rainfall, which we absolutely needed. So that's been nice.
Must have pushed it here. We had rain all day.
You can keep it.
Nice. Yeah.
I read a thing today. It was a meme about May, how it's appropriately named.
May the force be with
you. No, maybe sunny, maybe cloudy, maybe 45 degrees, maybe 9 degrees. You never know.
Might be frost.
Yeah. Frost.
Tonight we're doing something. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, we had frost last week.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awful. Okay, almost as awful as what we might be doing tonight. I don't know.
No.
Depends on how this goes.
Get to know me.
I already got a comment. See, and you were worried.
Oh, Vile's here. He says, currently wearing shorts and sweating in Brantford.
I believe it.
Not that hot here today, but it's looking good for the rest of the week where we are.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, listen, we put the word out last week that we thought we would go into the idea pile and see what was sitting in the book that we hadn't really talked about. And the idea of another round of sort of get to know you came up.
Yeah, because we haven't actually done like a full-on Q&A. We've covered the equipment we use. And
Sure.
Like the idea process, but.
Yeah. Oh, another one from Red.
No.
Red says the air conditioning is out. Oh boy. So unlike Vile, who's wearing shorts, you're in underwear, no shirt.
In May.
If he's alone.
Behind the fan.
Air conditioning in May.
Yeah. I put the word out on all of our social media. So if you saw the post over on our Facebook, both on the Facebook page, the Facebook group, also on Twitter and our Instagram, I asked all of the viewers, have your questions ready. You could have posted them on any of our social media. I would have pulled them from there. If you didn't submit a question this week, hold on to it because now is your chance. It's an Ask Us Anything night.
Get to know your hosts.
But it didn't make it. We're struggling with how do we do this? How do we go about this in such a way that it's fun for everybody, including us, without one of us sort of having the
advantage over the rest, like a trivia night?
Absolutely.
Well, I think we come up with a nice solution.
I think so as well.
An eloquent solution.
Special guest tonight, guest moderator. I'm just going to bring her in here right now. Say hello, everybody. This is my wife, Kimberly. Hello, Kim.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Good.
Kim graciously got voluntold.
I did. Voluntold is the correct answer.
That she was going to hang out with us tonight and she was going to ask us a bunch of questions that may or may not put us on the spot. I don't know.
It's all for fun.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
They're not too bad.
So, in tears by the end of the night.
They're not too bad. But Vile thinks that this is Hank's least favorite episode.
Why would that be?
I'll
be as cryptic as I need to be.
I'm sure we all will. Anybody nervous?
Not really.
They're not that bad, guys. No worries.
That's good. Well, listen, we got a few people here with us right now. Should we get right to it?
Yeah, let's go for it. Dive right in.
All right. Don't forget, guys, you can ask your questions. You can post your questions right here in the comments on whatever platform you're watching, or you can call in. You can hit the WhatsApp link. It's in the video description right now on YouTube, as well as in our YouTube.
Just like a Tuesday night random.
Yeah, like a random Tuesday. It's in the banner of our YouTube channel. It's also on our Facebook page, our custom WhatsApp link. You can call in directly and be a part of the show. Remember, we are a family-friendly show, mostly. Mostly.
Yeah, as long as there's no swearing in the first 15 minutes, right?
I thought it was the first 15 seconds. I think the
We're
YouTube
past
thing.
that.
Yeah, we're good. We're
It's-
past the first
We're
15
past that.
seconds. We can swear whatever we want.
They did it in Guardians. We
It
can do
works.
it here.
I proved it. Yes, Red, you did. You called in. It does work. All right. Well, Kim, I'm going to turn it over to you as our guest moderator. It's your show. I
So
guess
you guys can answer in any, any way you want. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Nope.
Made up sign language.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go.
All right.
If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would it be? And would you go to Timmy's, Starbucks, or an out of the way diner?
Oh, man.
We're starting
Ooh.
top.
Coffee with any historical figure.
And where would you go?
Well, I know this one.
Oh, well, you want
And
to
you
lead?
start, Andy.
Go for
I
it.
would go to an out of the way diner with Stan Lee.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I mean, given your your love of all things comic
Wow.
book.
Met him twice.
Oh, good for you. I never
Twice in
did.
2 days, but
Man, that's really funny. I'm really stuck on the historical figure. There's so many, so many people that I kind of would love to have like a 10-minute conversation with them, like out of earshot. But like, who do you land on and why?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
tough choice.
It's kind of, this might be, I don't want this to sound like a cop out, but like, honestly, would you not, I don't think there's any of us that would turn down coffee with the maker himself, Mr. George Lucas.
No, I'd go for that.
I would love to, pick his brain on sort of, especially in light of Disney not using his sequel ideas. I would love to know what his impression for the sequel trilogy looked like. And we would do that over coffee. And of course, he's probably not coming to me in Canada. So we're definitely not going to Tim Hortons. But if I'm going to, what is it? Modesto. I don't know if he still lives in Modesto, but I'm sure there's a Starbucks or whatever coffee place he chooses.
Wow.
Hell, if he makes his own, I'll make the coffee at his house, whatever, as long as I get to have that conversation with him.
Nice.
Yeah, George Lucas.
There you go.
Wow, that's a really good one. So, I mean, my answer could be either of your answers. So,
Yeah, really.
I mean, easily. And I'm like, who else is on my list there? And you know what? If I couldn't pick either of those other two people, and I would be liable to, I would sit down in an out of the way cafe with Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
That's
a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That is such a
just
good
and try not to talk kung fu, like just talk philosophy and life and stuff.
Maybe you would talk
You
about
know.
water.
Maybe.
That's a good one.
Be like water.
Okay.
Sean says that would be cool to have coffee with him, and that I think applies to all of our answers. To be honest,
They
they're
were all
all
good
good choices.
Yeah.
Red says he would love to have dinner with Fred Rogers.
It'd be polite.
That'd be
It's a beautiful day. in the
sweater and
rain.
tennis shoes, or dinner jacket and shoes.
I don't know. I'd have to take off my outdoor shoes to put on an identical pair of indoor shoes.
That's right.
Okay.
What's next? What do you got for us? Come on.
I've got a would you rather question.
Oh.
Okay. Would
Okay.
you rather have a time machine or a teleporter?
Whoa.
Time machine.
I would do time machine.
Just like that. Time machine.
I could do more damage that way.
Oh man.
See, I think time machine. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'm making up the rules as I go along, and that's not fair because the question does not really allow for that. I'm with you, Andy. I'm going to go with a time machine as well for similar reasons. I know that it was really poo-pooed on when Biff Tannen stole the sports almanac, but you don't tell me that's not what you're going to do.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
steal a sports
That's what I'm
almanac.
doing.
I'd be going for Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Well, seriously, I'd be making all the
Yeah.
crazy
But
investments.
I mean,
that I should've made.
I'd be teleporting every copy into my lap. I mean, you might be. I feel like there you go, Vile. I feel like a teleporter because I don't know, like you, I think I know where you were going with your thought there, Wes. Before you know, like there's all these time travel rules, so I don't know if I would get lost in the minutia of my own trapping myself into going, I don't want to create a paradox where I do want to.
I don't want to be staring at a family photo and watching everybody disappear. I don't know.
Or be like hung up on going back in time and getting rid of the guy that invented like tartar sauce or whatever, you know, like
I'm going to go back in time so I can play in Motley Lou.
I would argue I could get anything you guys could get with a time traveling device with a teleporter, just in and out.
I think so. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I'd want to go back and see some historic events. Like
that would be cool.
I would totally obey it. I would change nothing, be completely unseen. But like, I want to go to Bluff Creek and see Patterson film that Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
Both things exist. I just teleport in, take your time traveling device, and teleport out.
We're gonna need some gigawatts.
Yes, we are. 1.21.
1.21 gigawatts. Oh, Sean says Time Machine and grab a few copies of Superman #1, Action Comics #1, Soup's on the cover, Lift in the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would see that would probably change things because there's only 10 left, right?
10 that are known.
10 known, yes.
So there you go. But I mean, look what was discovered in the vault in somebody's basement.
See, I'd be sitting there waiting for, the comics to be going to the trash pile. And then just grab them from there when they don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
I'd start recording famous people's songs like a week before they released them.
Didn't they do a movie on that?
Well, Hot Tub Time Machine, man.
Really poorly.
Motley Lou.
Yeah, but there was the other one yesterday where he's like,
oh, that's right, with the Beatles. The Beatles, yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I don't think I would do the Biff Tannen Steel Sports Almanac, but like seriously, like I would go back to like, when did Apple go public? You know what I mean? Like I would be there on day one for that. You know what I mean?
Buy some stock.
Here's 50 cents in shares.
I'd like to go back just 2-3 years and start short trading on the GameStop thing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, who doesn't want all that stuff? I would. I want to be like insanely wealthy.
Yeah.
I could spread it with all
you can't even look at that movie and say it's Biff's fault because Barney did it too. Inadvertently, he set himself up to be better off.
That's
than
true.
He was at the beginning.
Yeah. Looking at you, Jennifer.
Okay.
What does Red say? Arguably, the past was worse than today, and we all know it's downhill from here.
Fix it for the better.
That's true.
I feel like we were further ahead in the 90s than we are now.
Well, in the 90s, we had to look forward to 2016 when we'd have our hover cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we still don't have them.
We're all supposed to be flying helicopters by now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The closest thing to a hoverboard has wheels. It's not a hoverboard.
No, it's not.
What's something people seem to misunderstand about you? You all look like deer caught in the headlights. We can pass if you don't want to answer.
I'm kidding. I'm almost always kidding. And I think that actually gets me in trouble at work a lot because I'm in charge of a bunch of people and I'm almost always kidding. I mean, I'm not going to let you put your life at risk, so I'll be serious about that. But I'm always kidding. I'm always joking. Don't take me seriously.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I would probably say, and I don't want to get too personal, but like I have carried around this. No, I'm not going to say that. Nope, I'm going to pass.
All
on that
lighthearted.
one. All lighthearted. I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't have an answer for this one.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I'm going way too dark and personal, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
Totally fair.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat with you.
Yeah. Thanks for kidding, Hank.
You both are kidding.
Wait,
here's an easier one.
Hank's answer is beyond truth. Hank, give me truth beyond truth.
Sight beyond sight.
I'm going to kid about it.
Here's an easier one. Do you sing in the shower?
the shower, the car, our bedroom, the kitchen, Walmart. Hello.
People of Walmart.
Keeps you entertained. You like it.
Yeah, today at breakfast in a restaurant, I somebody was talking and I heard them as if it was like on the radio, and I blurted out the word they were saying, and it wasn't an average. Like they said macho, and I went macho, and I went, oh no, why would I do that?
You didn't follow it up with macho man.
I was gonna break out into. So yes, I sing in the shower.
I hit high notes in the shower when somebody turns on the water, but I don't sing in the shower. I do sing in the car though, and my kids can attest to that.
I sing in the car.
Sometimes in the shower, I rock back and forth.
Is that while you're hugging your knees against your chest?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yes. Day's over. Day's over.
I sing in the car whether I know the words or not, to the point where like I'm just making it up as I go along. But if it's in tune, it counts.
It sounds good. You never know.
It's the Eddie Vedder method.
Blinded by the light. That's right. Spoken.
Wrap a douche up.
Glass bear.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh wow.
Those eyes again, all of you.
Childhood memory. Wow.
I don't remember being born. It must have happened during one of my blackouts.
You're kidding.
Childhood memory.
Favorite toy?
Favorite toy? That was He-Man.
Probably seeing Star Wars for the first time.
Oh, that's a good one.
The drive-in.
That is very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so many cool things that I remember. They're more like impressions. I don't have a singular oh my God, this was the most amazing thing in my childhood. But winters across the street from my dad's house, tobogganing with a pack of kids that I didn't even know, and it was just these awesome days that would go into the nighttime, and we were probably at risk of serious injury, but we didn't care. It was a good time. Kind of stuff like that,
That's good. Here's a good one. If you were a wrestler, what would be your entrance theme song?
Oh my goodness.
Funny enough, when SmackDown was out on the PS2, and you create your own wrestler,
create your own wrestler,
pick your own theme. I always stole Triple H's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Time to play the game.
Sure.
Do you guys remember when Homer was a boxer on The Simpsons? I really always liked his theme song. Why can't
we be friends?
Friends, why can't we be friends? That'd probably be mine.
I think when I think of wrestling entry music, I'm really sort of drawn to not the Attitude Era, but Andy, you've got a ton of wrestling music on your MP3. When they started using real bands, not just hiring Rick Derringer to write Real American.
A real band.
I know,
Rick
but
Derringer and Mean Gene doing.
But I'm talking so music that actually charted on the radio somewhere, or was included on the artist's actual album, not the wrestling album, or Pile Driver
2, or Forcible Entry.
So I'm thinking, for me, I would pick probably going to be something heavy. So I'm kind of thinking mine would be Rick
Derringer.
No. I got a real thing for Iron Maiden. I'm thinking the Clairvoyant.
Okay.
Iron Maiden's the Clairvoyant.
So you'd be more in line with ECW.
Oh.
Because they always pick Pantera and
really?
Yeah, Metallica.
Interesting. Red says he would choose The Entertainer.
Very good.
Hank, what about
Stairway
you?
to Heaven, something like 11 minutes long, and then just really slowly,
where you could stop in the middle on the way down, have a smoke, put it out at a leisurely pace.
There's a 45-minute live version of Dazed and Confused that I might use. There you go.
Oh, that's
All
cool.
right.
Yeah, it's called Slow Chemical.
Oh, okay.
I know that one. I guess we should say it for the audio people. Sorry. Vile's comment there. Finger 11 wrote a song for Kane's entrance, and they used it for like a decade, which is true.
Right.
And it was called Slow Chemical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're just joining us now, welcome to our Sunday night edition of Fandom Power. This weekend, we are playing a little round of Get to Know Us. We're joined right now with my lovely wife, Kimberly, who is in another room upstairs in the house, who is moderating tonight's episode, and she is asking us a series of questions that none of us have any prior knowledge of. So if you guys have a question for us, whether it's related to life, the podcast, video production, what size is my shoes, like anything goes, post your questions up in the comments or hit us up on our custom WhatsApp link and call the show. Back to you, Kim.
Okay. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
Ooh.
We're not all heavy, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, wow.
I'd say my art, but like an all-encompassing, not just my drawings, but my paintings, photography.
Oh, dude.
My art.
Yeah.
There's way more in that portfolio than you give yourself credit for. Like all the work you do on the show here, that's artistic. And that to me, absolutely. Of course I would remember you for your art. Yeah. I don't know. I think I would just like to be remembered, and that, I mean, not to get all heavy, but we just attended a retirement function for a friend of mine. And in my previous professional life in the military, we say that you're part of the family, but you're part of the family until you're not. And so then when you're out and you kind of lose all of those connections, there's this really strange thing that happens when you start reconnecting with those people and you do start remembering stuff. I don't necessarily have to be remembered for any one thing. I just want to be remembered. That's it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I never quit.
So
I think people, even when nobody knew where I was, and we all thought you were dead. Belly, yeah, I was still crawling. So I guess I would want people to know that I remember that guy. Wow, he died on the field. Yeah. he didn't stop. He didn't quit. That's right. Kidding. No.
Okay. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
The best compliment.
Whoa.
I would have to say I got complimented on Friday at my buddy's retirement function. They hand the microphone over to my friend Nick, who just retired from the military, and as he went around the room to sort of recognize everybody in the room, I think he spent almost 5 minutes talking about me, which was completely unexpected. Like, don't make it about me. This is your retirement function. But he said some very nice things about me that I'm not going to repeat because they were kind of, they were, for the moment. But yeah. What Nick said about me at the retirement thing the other night.
My wife tells me I'm handsome every day.
Aww.
Even though I think she's crazy. Anything that comes out of her mouth that is positive, I feel like I don't feel like I always deserve things like that. So it's pretty great. That's and right. it happens every day. So it's kind of beautiful that I get to experience that every day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
2 people liked my Boba Fett coat today on the street.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's awesome.
I love those kinds of things too. I like that, that relationship stuff. We share a lot of that same stuff too.
I get that too.
Yeah.
I think my wife's crazy.
Yeah.
I tell Kim every day, every time we're talking about each other, like, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Or, and I always tell Kim, I clearly got the better deal than you did. I mean, look at her. I got the better deal.
Thank you. Do you think you would be a good ninja?
Currently, no.
Well, considering the opponents that I would select, mostly, you know, elderly and infants, yes, I would ninja the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Kidding. No.
I would not enter the blood sport right now.
I mean, maybe back in my heyday, I would want to like that was a grade 9 Halloween costume for me. Like,
yeah.
But no, no, you would hear my bones creaking as I approached you from behind.
Snap, crackle, pop, ninja.
Is that guy walking on bubble wrap? Someone's eating popcorn behind me.
I'd be like that guy from YouTube from the early aughts, the Ask a Ninja guy.
Yeah.
You know the one. You know the one.
I'd be like, can you open the sword for me? Because it's very tight.
I don't know, Kim. I've ninja shitted you. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
This little pressure.
You would
point.
be a good
And
ninja.
this little pressure point.
My wife would be an
Pressure
amazing
points are
ninja.
dangerous.
She just got a pair of moccasins from a lady, and when she wears them, it's eerily quiet. So she would ninja the shit out of us all, I think.
We got a question from the audience coming in. This one this is kind of cool. This one comes from Vile on YouTube, who asks a question for all three of you: which 90s cartoon hits the hardest for you? I already got mine locked in.
Yeah.
Wasn't a whole lot of the 90s that I really liked. So
X-Men.
Oh, nice. Good answer. Not what I was going to say.
Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, also good. Oh.
Yeah.
And I'll round that out with the other big one, Gargoyles.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I would honorable mention to the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon, too.
It was okay. It was okay. Yeah.
It was very true to the comics. They jumped around a lot with the continuity, but it was very comic-esque.
Yeah.
Red says that he says that his was the Samurai Pizza Cats punched well above their weight class. And Vile thinks that is true. Wait a minute. Koth the goat, though. I don't know. I don't know the reference.
I don't know.
Anybody?
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. I'm like King of the Hill. I'm like, I was thinking kids on the hall. No,
I was thinking Saturday morning cartoons, but can I change my answer to Futurama?
Oh, is Futurama that old that it started in the 90s?
I don't know, man.
Late 90s.
Two of those answers are coming back. Or they're getting revivals. X-Men 97 is coming back.
Yep.
And Futurama as well.
So is King of the Hill.
Is it really?
They are, but they're doing a time jump.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so is Daddy's going to be a little older?
Probably.
Dang it, Bobby.
Talking about animation, you know what else is getting this is a new, it's a revival of sorts in an animated form of a series that debuted in live action. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
No.
This may come as a surprise to you. Married with Children is getting the revival treatment in an animated series, and everybody has agreed to come back.
That's cool.
So I'm interested to see what that's going to look like.
Even Christina Aguilera with her thing.
Christina Applegate. Yeah, I guess she can still do voice work.
Aguilera. Jesus. Well, good. I'm glad. That's good.
I guess she can still do voice work,
Perfect.
I think that's what she said she was going to do. Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
Back to you, Kim. What do you got for us?
Okay, a few little ones. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Shut up, or I'll break your fucking neck.
I've never seen one, but I've definitely heard one.
I have not.
Yeah, Wes and I experienced that.
Yeah, together.
Apple Galera. Yeah.
What is that? Apple Gira.
I get confused without my pills.
Oh, Sean says they had a Married with Children comic book.
Yes, they did.
I was not aware of that.
I bought issue 3 because it had Christina Applegate on the cover.
Who published that one? Independent or something? Or?
Crazy.
I cannot recall.
Maybe Sean, if you remember, who published that, Sean? Sorry. Have you seen a ghost? You're a no.
No.
I'm a no, but we think we heard one.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely heard one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I saw with Dan Illman that time on the railroad tracks either.
Mm.
Oh, interesting.
The old man bending over and picking up I don't know. It looked like he just would stop every few minutes, pick something up, and keep walking.
Yeah.
We were on our bikes and we were following him. We decided to cut around, try to get in front of him on some of the side streets in Fenland. And then he was not there, which could have just been. And so then I guess either Dan made up a story or had heard a story that a guy was killed on the railroad tracks looking for his wife's wedding ring that he had lost or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
Madness.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Probably a coincidence.
Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life?
Oh, geez.
Talk like Yoda.
Yeah.
You're like Yoda? I would talk.
Yeah, I think I'd pick Yoda too. Although the Darth Vader breathing could work to intimidate people at work. I hope I'm not doing that for much longer. So definitely talk like Yoda then. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a great comment coming in from Twitch tonight from Polar Knights. I love the men's cams. It's the perfect evolution of beard growth.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Appreciated that.
That ties into the next question.
All right.
If your beard could choose its own style for a day, what do you think it would choose? A braided Viking look, a curly mustache twirl, a whimsical gnome-inspired design, or something else just as spectacular?
Well, I personally, I love a couple of those on your list, and I'm going to split the difference, and I'm going to go Pippi Longstocking braids curled up like the mustache.
Nice.
Very nice.
Gnome inspired for me.
Oh, very good.
I got blue skin adhesive in my beard the other day, and I told Lauren immediately. I was like, "You're gonna have to trim my beard when I get home." And it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was just here, and she did a good job trimming it. But she immediately sent me a picture of beards to select from the internet with a big circle and an arrow.
Which
around
one do you want?
The friendly mutton chop. Like I didn't have a choice. So I guess if I wasn't paying attention and my beard took a life of its own, it would mean that in my sleep she gave me a friendly mutton chop.
Oh, very nice.
Something like this, I think.
There you go.
Polar Knights wants to know who has got a beard in Star Wars.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh man,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Select some Jedi. Yeah,
seriously. Count Dooku. No, he had a mustache or goatee.
Yeah, both.
Goatee. Yeah. There's a few beards out there. Jack Porkins had maybe a little more than 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah,
George Lucas.
George Lucas.
True.
Oh my God, we've got to cut. I'm gonna jump ahead here for a second. Vile says Andy to Hank to Wes is the proper growth example for that style. He's got a great question here coming in from Red on YouTube. Red says, name a band that formed your musical tastes. Bonus points if you give a specific album instead. The Black Parade by MCR for me.
Ooh,
wow, that's
that formed my musical taste. Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back.
Wow.
I'm going to say Weird Al Yankovic, his debut album.
The debut album?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. See, our household was top 40 radio because I was the youngest of everybody in the house. So I did not have any say on where the dial went. So when I started discovering my own musical taste, when I got my first, it's my radio that I could tune into, I discovered this thing called the FM band.
I remember when it was still on the AM and it was AM 640.
Yeah. Lock it in and rip the knob off. For me specifically, no surprise, I have a number of shirts. I'm sure you've seen them on the show. I'm a huge fan of Canadian power trio Rush. Specifically, it's the song Time Stands Still off the live album. Oh my God, is it All the World's a Stage? Oh my God, I'm not even a fan right now. I can't even remember the freaking live record that I'm thinking of.
Sorry.
Anyway, Yes. Oh my God, that's gonna kill me now. Is it? No. That's gonna drive me nuts now. I haven't listened to it for a while. Exit Stage Left. No, after that, the one that with the Three Stooges theme song at the beginning. Anyway, yeah, that one. They definitely inform my musical taste for sure.
There you go.
What else we got? We got Vile, fucking probably the Backstreet Boys. We got it going on.
I've heard some of his cuts. It's a true story.
Nice. What else we got? We got our friend Adam over at Go Figure. Look at all those legit legends. Welcome, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Don't you have a show to do tonight? I think you're. Are you just dropping in, or what are you doing? Are you in and out, and what's going on here? All the World's a Stage. Oh, thank you very much, Vile, for that. I couldn't remember. I knew it was one of them. It was the one with the digital painted guys on the cover.
Triple LP.
Triple LP. Yeah. And then Adam says, when we played wrestling in the backyard as kids, Rush Working Man was my theme. Oh, that's a good one too. All right. Okay, now that we've had that little interlude, does anybody need a towel? Oh, yes, going live in 30 minutes, but had to drop in. Thank you so much for coming over and hanging out. Always appreciated. If we wrap up in time, I will come over and watch your show as well. All right, Kim, where are you at?
Okay. What's the most bizarre or unusual action figure or item in your collection, and what's its story or origin?
What, sorry, most bizarre or what?
Or unusual action figure or item in your collection.
Unusual. I'm looking around the walls here.
Oh, me too. Oh, I'll be back. Give me a second.
Most unusual.
Oh, I got one. Hang on a second. I'm going to get one too. Hold on.
Poor Andy, all your stuff's at your place.
It is over there. It's all hiding. A weird one I have is a cast bronze Venom statue. It's only about 2 inches tall.
Oh, shit. Now you made me think of something else. Oh, can I have two?
Yeah. Go for it. Well, yeah, like as far as not matching up with anything else wise in my collection, that one's pretty weird.
That's pretty cool.
Only because you said that reminded me that sitting upstairs on top of the refrigerator is my life-size bust, ceramic bust of Elvis Presley that I had to have.
I blew a foam thing.
Oh no!
Just lock it in place. It's not unusual, and I don't know, it's not worth a lot, but it's my prized possession.
That's very cool.
Nice.
I always wanted this as a kid, and it's like the one piece I mean, there was a few pieces I didn't have, but I just was like not allowed, and I haven't posed like he's taking a poop.
I've seen memes where people are walking them like dogs, and
I could do that too. I mean, you guys are like triggering me here because Andy said, "What'd you say? Venom bust?
It's a Venom statue, a 2-inch
Venom statue
in bronze."
That reminded me of the Elvis bust I have upstairs. Then you said things you never had as a kid, and I'm thinking I've got an entire play set sitting here that I never had as a child that I got. Kim, you bought it for me as a wedding gift.
Lauren got me the AT-AT. Yeah.
I got the Boulder Hill from Mask.
Nice.
But the thing I went to grab is like a thing that maybe you guys don't know about me. I got a thing for ravens. I had a couple of tattoos, and I got kind of some feathers and stuff. When this guy came out, you guys are familiar with the Four Horsemen Studios?
Yes.
Four Horsemen had a line before their Mythic Legions line, which, by the way, is a killer line that's like just smoking the universe right now. They did some other kind of weird lines, and they had this one called Gothatropolis Ravens. And I did not back the Kickstarter on this, but I did buy the retail version. This is the very first figure from the Gothatropolis Ravens line, and it's got a weird name. It's like cool, it's like a Rabus Decimus. And then I bought the extra wing kit because my fascination with ravens, I could not pass up the opportunity to own a humanoid raven action figure, and he's awesome. I love this guy.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of strange and bizarre, but in a cool way. Kim.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Our friend Adam over at Go Figure has a question for you. Adam says, Kim, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared of a mummy is coming out of that sarcophagus from behind you?
We're friends. It's all good. She won't hurt me.
Like a 1.
Nice. Red says that corvids are the best birds. They are. They're very smart. Very
Spirit
intelligent.
animal.
Yeah. Mine too, in this weird, non-morbid way. Okay, now we've all had our moment. Sorry, Andy, you couldn't run home to grab something.
It's all good.
You should have filled your pockets. You never knew what you were walking into tonight.
That might be a new thing. You guys bring one a year. Show and tell.
Random show and tell every week. This week on show and tell.
I brought my phone. It's an iPhone. There's a picture of my dog on it.
Okay, the next question. Who is your celebrity crush, male or female?
Come on.
Had to.
Loaded. That's a loaded
Ryan
question.
Gosling.
I'm glad you did
Everybody
it first.
wants to bang Ryan Gosling. I mean,
not me.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
you can't do that. You can. Okay,
Hands
you can.
down.
You can.
I had lunch with her.
Drew
That's
Barrymore.
not fair.
So I don't mean to steal your thunder, Hank, but like Drew Barrymore was my celebrity crush for like forever and ever.
Yeah, she's probably a lot of our celebrity crushes.
She only got dethroned when Bernadette was introduced on The Big Bang Theory, and then it quickly became Melissa Roach. Male, my celebrity male, my man crush is Bradley Cooper. And I stand by that. And I will punch you out if you ever. I will fight anybody over my man crush for Bradley Cooper.
He's your one pass.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, who have I got on the list? Celebrity crush, I would have to say wrestling Lita.
Lita. Ooh, that's a good choice. Yeah.
And then as for male crush, I'm kind of right there with Red Swenson.
Oh, really? Okay, so wait. Let me go here because Red's got his answer. He says, wrong Ryan. Reynolds for sure. Jerry Ryan. Jerry just covering all the Ryans.
Gosling's softer looking, you know, like I could pretend he's a girl.
Have you ever cheated on a board game?
Oh, not when I was playing against Wes.
Kim tells me I make the rules up as I go along.
Lauren and I play every time we go out for a meal, which is quite often. We play digital backgammon on my phone.
Nice.
And the dice rolls are digital, but I accuse her of cheating every time there's a double roll. Look, you're cheating again.
Have I intentionally cheated on a board? That's the thing. See, that's the key word, intentionally.
I don't think so.
I have certainly misinterpreted a rule. And Hank, as a lifelong fan of my favorite board game, Axis and Allies, you know how far you can get into the weeds on a rules interpretation, right?
Right. Versus zombies. We played like 2 hours before we figured the rules out. Oh my God. This would have been a way different game
if we knew what we were doing. So no, but I've not intentionally cheated. I may have misinterpreted a rule that made it look like I was cheating, but certainly not like, I'm going to crush you.
That's fair.
That kind of way.
I've definitely done that. I mean, I'm not a nice person necessarily. Like, I'm not a mean person, but when I'm playing against little kids, man, I'm going to destroy them.
You have to teach them a lesson, really. You're doing
this is it.
That's right.
This is it. Give me that basketball.
Ray says that Harley, now that's Andy's daughter. Harley says dad does.
Oh,
I didn't think I did, but
a little ace up my sleeve. That's awesome.
All right. Well then, do you know which game is she talking about?
I don't know for sure.
So it's more than one.
Maybe. Uno comes up a lot.
Which famous person or character would you like by your side during a zombie apocalypse?
Superman.
Oh, that was fast.
Superman.
Jeez. I mean, you can't top that, but
You guys could be a group.
Well, yeah.
Justice League.
Justice. At the same time, though, would you really want superpower people by you in case they turn? Then you're done.
I don't know. Superman's an alien. I don't think he's subjected to human zombieism.
You went down in Blackest Night.
I'm gonna
That
come
wasn't
back.
human.
I'm gonna say Bruce Lee. I'm gonna come back
Oh.
around to that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, yeah, he could probably help me out. I mean, not Superman level, but he could at least, get eaten while I run.
I'm gonna say Woody Harrelson's character from Zombie.
Oh my God.
Good.
Tallahassee.
Or maybe from Natural Born Killers.
Really? Yeah.
Good answer.
Red says he's going with the Master Chief.
Master Chief.
Nice. I mean, I'm waiting for, I feel like I could really cut loose in a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Maybe
Ray
it's me.
says, now Harley is chiming in here, says John Wick.
John Wick is
John
good.
Wick.
Oh,
Mr.
she's a
Wick.
genius. That's
Mr.
perfect.
Wick.
Yeah, but he only be mad if they ate his dog.
Oh,
So all you got to
Just
do
tell
is
him.
murder a puppy in front of him and then look out.
just tell him.
You don't want to murder the puppy.
We'll
You're the target.
We'll just throw a puppy. Would the
That
zombies
woman
even
he-
go for the dog?
Yeah, it's got
The
brains.
zombies just ate that woman, and she owned a puppy. That should be enough for John Wick.
There you go.
Just tell them that all the zombies are members of the High Table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go.
If your beard had a theme song, what would be the title and who would sing it?
Oh my! Nobody would sing it. Mine would be the Barney Miller theme song.
Oh, nice.
When I walk, every time I walk. When I stop walking, it stops playing.
That's good.
Well done.
I don't know what theme would be for my beard.
That's fair.
I'm struggling with this one as well. Man.
Wouldn't yours be like "You're the best" from Karate Kid?
You're the best around. Sung by my own beard. You're the best around.
You get that Transformers song by.
That's awesome.
What is that song? Oh, I'm blowing my mind now.
Red says it would some form of Norwegian dwarf metal.
Nice.
I guess I could go with. I mean, the Immigrant Song could be a
Well, that's a good one.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
What motivates you to get up in the morning?
You telling me to get out of bed?
That's a big one.
The family.
That's not necessarily true. It's only true sometimes. Other times, twice a year, it's beer o'clock. When we're on vacation, that motivates me to get up.
Yeah.
And then other times, I'm at that point now where I'm finding that I'm eyes open at 6 and 7 in the morning now some days, and I just choose to lay there because I tell myself it's way too early to get up right now. But hey, what can I say?
My family.
Nice.
Yeah, my family.
Those are good ones. Would you rather be a high school teacher or a professional clown?
Oh, I've been both at the same time.
Wow. I don't want to be responsible for molding people. I've been responsible for molding
high school
people.
teacher, definitely.
They were, yeah. I'm going to go with professional clown because there are more than just the circus type.
Yeah.
It could be a mime or something. I could see myself doing that.
Teacher at a clown college. Get them both. Both beards stoned at once.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm in for the clown.
We got a couple of questions that came in through social media. I'm going to throw one of those up here right now. This one seems kind of pertinent at the moment. This one comes from our friend over on Facebook. It comes from Major Medina. Now, Major, one half of the Reflex Point Robotech podcast asks, how do I grow a beard?
Patience.
First, you've got to climb Olympus. Then you've got to swim through the
enchanted water.
That's right. Dip your chin in the enchanted goat's milk. Rub some oatmeal on there.
Get some of that mythosaur water on
That's
there.
Right.
Shave every day since you were 12 years old.
Stop shaving.
And one day, just boom, stop. It will happen for you.
Nice.
Yeah, proof positive. I mean, I always said I could never grow a beard, and then after the military, I stopped shaving. I kept it down to a 5 o'clock shadow for several years, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna try and let it go. Mm-hmm. It annoyed the shit out of me for the longest time, but I just like nope, just gonna let it go.
Power through.
And here we are several
years
later.
I don't know how many times in the middle of the night I've been scratching myself bloody, and Lauren's just like, will you wash your face? Just go wash your face. Okay. You're going to grow. Just go wash your face. And then it stops itching.
Going back to the clown thing, Red says clown is hard to do, like, as a serious art form. I don't know. Is that, like, I've never tried, so...
I mean, I just feel a professional clown, like, that doesn't mean you're stuck making people laugh.
I feel like
you can scare the shit out of people too.
The audience engagement would be a lot easier as a clown than it is as a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you're spraying kids in the face with a flower,
that's right.
You don't really get. They don't really respond.
I mean, look at some of the high school teachers that we had, and look at where they are.
We're clowns,
literally. And I'm not going to name names, but there's a high school teacher that we all went to school with, who like literally went off the deep end and is now like not working anymore. I don't want to be in that kind of situation.
No.
Yeah. No names, no math drill.
Do with that. We didn't have no math drill. Oh, you bugger.
Oh, Red says comedy school. Trust me, it's not easy. No, I totally believe you. Totally believe you.
Yeah. Okay, here's a would you rather. Would you rather take the red pill or the blue pill when approached by Morpheus?
Oh. I can't remember which did which.
The red one makes you wake up in the real world. The blue, you just live in the Matrix and is oblivious.
Ignorant of everything.
Oh.
I'm taking the red pill because I'm going to be Neo.
Nice.
I want to be the one.
Yeah. I feel like I did take a red pill, so I might try the blue one.
I would
like to be ignorant
artificial steak
of a few things. Maybe I'm talking too much.
You want them both?
Yeah, really.
I would like a purple pill.
Red says blue pill, ignorance is bliss.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
That is hard.
I see some pretty doe-eyed people that just sort of skate through life unopposed, and then that seems okay.
The red pill, you get to learn kung fu. So
that's so true.
That's true.
Can you imagine? I've always thought, like, I mean, and this goes back to my love of role playing games. Like, can you imagine just like instantly? I need to know kung fu. Okay,
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I pretend that happens all the time. So, and I've never tried it. It might be the case.
Next time you're on top of a building doing a roof
in the middle of a bar, I'll just
do not think that you can fly.
It happens more than you would think. I'd shut it off. It's intrusive. I don't have a cape ever handy.
If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would be the first thing you spent it on?
Amazing
Making
Spider-Man
9
#1.
million.
Okay.
Making 9 other people millionaires.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
First thing I would do is I would pay off the house, and I don't care about the mortgage penalty for paying it all off. I would just pay it off. That's the first thing I would do. Yeah, I would set up the financial security of us as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going back to the last question, though, Red says, given the choice of seeing behind the curtain and returning to ignorance, I don't want to know how the machine grinds. Interesting.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah.
Don't take an X-ray of a chicken McNugget.
Comment from Bunny. Bills.
Yeah.
Bills. Bunny, nice to have you along. I believe a new viewer. I don't think we've had you on the show before, but thanks for hanging out. If you got any questions, it's an ask us anything kind of night, whether it's lighthearted or more serious. If you're wanting to know about the things we do here on the podcast, how we put an episode together, what size Andy's left shoe is, I don't know.
Same as my right.
Absolutely. Oh, it's Harley.
Oh, very nice.
So now your YouTube handle is out there. Now we know who you are. Okay.
Bunny.
Red, call everyone on my contact list and ask for a pickup at the airport. Everyone who shows up is coming with me to Vegas, baby.
Nice.
That is a great one.
Call all your friends and say,
good.
I got to move this weekend. Can you help me? And
Yeah.
whoever shows up is very wealthy.
Man, trip to the airport, going to Vegas. I would
That's
show
pretty
up for
cool.
that. I would show up for that.
Have you ever made a ridiculous impulse purchase and later regretted it?
I've got $30,000 in credit card debt.
I did a lot of impulsive things.
No, I'm pretty good with my money.
That's a tough one too, being that we're all collectors, right? So I mean, sure, there's lots of impulsive buys here. Do I regret any of them? I don't really think so. I think the one thing I do regret was I impulsively once bought, and at the time for me, it was expensive to buy this like really nice. It was an off the rack suit, but I'd never spent more than $100 on a suit before. I once spent $600 on a suit that I wore twice. You know what I mean? Like I regretted that one.
I
don't think I regret. I always have a little buyer's remorse. Like I always I can't eat this.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
I get buyer's remorse when I buy it, and then like a week later, it's like half price.
We just went through that with the Princess Bride thing.
Yeah.
As we paid full price for those, and now with them being,
can't find those anywhere. I can't find them. I'm looking at every Dollarama in my neighborhood.
Just look on Facebook Marketplace. You can get them for $30.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna flip the script on that one, because as collectors, do you guys ever experience seller's remorse? Like you sold something out of your collection that you wished you didn't?
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
Anybody want to go into specifics?
Yeah, my He-Man collection.
My comic books.
Yeah, I have some serious seller's remorse over purging my Masters of the Universe Classics collection. Not that I got rid of the whole thing, but I purged a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Losing well over 20,000 comic books was just one of the biggest mistakes I ever made.
That would do it.
Yeah. They wouldn't even be worth that much now, but my house would be filled with comic books.
Oh yeah. A question from Vile. Vile wants to know, what is the best Corey Feldman movie?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, very good.
Oh, Lost Boys.
I was thinking Lost Boys, maybe Stand By Me.
It's a good one too.
And
License to Drive.
I was going to say honorable mention to License to Drive. Yeah.
What about Goonies?
Oh, Goonies.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
No, but there can only be one. There can only be one.
Goonies.
So...
Goonies.
One more time, Hank.
Final answer, Goonies.
What he said.
Yeah.
I agree. With a full-hearted truffle shuffle.
Yeah. Goonies never die.
Goonies never die.
Well done.
Winner. This guy right here. Winner.
Meatballs 4. He was in Meatballs 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
First of all, there's a Meatballs 4?
Yes, there is a Meatballs 4.
Meatballs meatballs.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I can't eat 4 meatballs anymore.
Anybody else got some questions they want to ask? Because
Not
apparently
even
we're on a
seating.
roll right now.
We're just riffing.
What's the silliest nickname you've ever had, and how did you get it?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, I could be super real right now. Hank. Because that's not my real name.
I know
At
your real
all.
name.
I know.
know
And
your
it's
real
because when I was a little tiny baby,
Yep.
apparently I would hump my blanket on the couch and they would say, "No hanky panky." And I don't know if that's true or not, but it's still my name now.
There's this like culture in the military where like you could call somebody like a derogatory name and whoever looks, that's who you were talking to. So I mean, like there's some pretty memorable ones out there. At one time or another, I have been referred to as slap nuts. So I mean that's a perennial favorite. Hey, slap nuts. Aha, you know your name.
Marge for me.
Marge.
Marge. Yep.
What are the origins of Marge?
You remember The Simpsons, of course. And there's one episode where Homer walks in. He's like, "What up, Marge?" Well, for quite a while, I adopted that line when I was going anywhere. And eventually they would go, "What up, Marge?" back to me. So it just kind of stuck.
That's awesome. All right, I've got a couple more here coming in from the chat here. Now, Bunny says, question for everybody. Who is your favorite child of Andy's?
Both of them.
I think you should probably answer this one first.
Both of
It's
them
a tie.
I love them both equally.
Exactly.
It's a tie.
Oh, I actually like. Here's one from Red. This one's really good, actually. Red wants to know the best movie you thought would be bad, and the worst movie you thought or expected to be good.
Oh, is there a time limit? Oh, best movie that I thought would be bad. Starship Troopers.
So good.
So good.
So good. Yeah.
So good. Worst movie I expected to be good. Wolf with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah.
So bad.
My worst one that I expected to be good was Open Water.
Open Water.
Yeah.
Just
where the two divers get left
just
behind
treading water
treading
for 2 hours.
and the shark never shows up.
Right.
Can't get those hours back.
So movie that I expected to be good that turned out to be awful. The 1998 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick was terrible.
I didn't mind it.
It's awful.
I like
Off
it.
Caddy song on it.
The ripoff of Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Okay. Sampling. Sorry. Sample. Bad movie that was really good though. The 1981 Flash Gordon.
Oh yeah.
Ostensibly, that movie is awful. It had no budget, but it was amazing. I watch it at least once a year.
Have you ever had a crush on a cartoon character?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really young, but yeah.
Do I have to name characters? Because
You don't have to, but it'd be fun if you did.
Princess from Battle of the Planets.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say that. So, I mean, in the same vein, who did not have a Hank? You definitely had I know I did a little bit of crush on Miria Perino. Wonder Woman, obviously from Super Friends. Yeah.
Cartoon characters. Yeah.
Lois Griffin.
Maybe
Lois.
Peter. Her voice would drive me crazy.
I love Alex Borstein's voice.
Sean, sorry, Kim. We've got a comment here from Sean. It says that they filmed the beginning of Meatballs in Lindsay, and it's weird to see the old Kmart. Now, Andy, you and I looked this up.
We actually have to go down and do an on-location one because
we looked this one up and
silhouette.
Yeah. The silhouette of the building, even though it's not.
Oh, that's
anymore.
cool.
But yeah, and what else did we notice? The buses. Remember the buses?
Yes, the buses.
The buses were Bluebird buses from Peterborough.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Bunny says Fall was a disappointment.
I don't know that I've seen that.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't
Is
know.
that with the two girls that climb the tower?
Oh, it's
I've only
on
seen clips. I've only seen
it's
clips
on
on Instagram.
Netflix right
It looks
now.
harrowing.
One of the streamers has got it right now.
I think it's Netflix. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's have
If
another
you
one.
were a character in He-Man, what would your name be, and what abilities would you have?
Oh my.
Beardar, master of beard.
I was actually going that way too. I was gonna say like Beardator, and I would have like my beard would have like Medusa's hair power. Medusa, the Marvel character, not Medusa, the Greek.
The Greek snake.
Yeah.
Cole-itis and my ability to stink out even stinkor.
Oh, so you'd be the spleen.
I'd be Artron.
The spleen.
Artron.
Artron.
I like that name.
Royal cartographer of.
Oh, nice. Artron, the Eternian cartographer. That's cool.
That's
Nice,
good.
nice.
That's very cool. What about you, Kim?
Oh, I don't have to answer questions.
Oh,
today.
wait.
I'm asking.
Oh, perfect. Excellent.
I'm just here to host your show. Shut the hell up.
Okay. Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies, or trapped in a horror movie with your friends?
Oh,
Horror movie.
oh.
Wow. I don't do horror movies really, really well, so this one really has me on the fence. To be honest,
yeah, but if you're trapped with your friends, you're gonna make a way through.
If I'm the hero of the romantic comedy, then bad things are going to happen to my enemies. But if I'm the hero of the horror movie, then bad things are going to happen to my friends. So I'm going to pick romantic comedy.
Okay.
Where I'm the hero. As long as I'm the charming Prince Charming of that movie, then yes, then everybody can have a ski accident or whatever.
I'm gonna pick Hank's romantic comedy where I'm the wingman.
Oh, nice. Nice. Because you don't get killed either.
That's right.
See, I'm looking at it like Ash versus Evil Dead. Ash and his crew, they always survive.
That's right.
See, now if you could guarantee a survival, I would run around chopping zombies up with my friends.
True. Yeah.
But watching my enemies cry because I stole the girl at the prom would be kind of cool too.
Hank Vile says it was going to be Colitis or Crone Man.
Yeah, he's held my hand a few times. I think.
Red says a B horror movie or a AAA.
Have to be AAA because B horror movie, like everybody but one dies.
Yeah, AAA.
If not everyone.
Yeah.
Bunny, throw your friends at the killers and then run. You'll be fine. I don't have to be able to run faster than the killer. I just got to be able to run faster than you.
Just became my second favorite child.
What was the last thing you Googled? And remember, we are a family friendly show.
Oh, Jesus.
Like literally the last thing I Googled, I can tell you because I'll just pull up my history here. Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbie Clark Gable.
Actually, that's the last thing I Googled too because I wanted to find the value.
That's true.
How to unlock secret chests in Jedi Survivor.
Yes.
Nice.
What's the last thing I Googled for my own reasons because I needed to? One of the local appliance stores. How boring was that?
All right. That's fair. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
Ooh.
Oh my.
Who would play me?
Time or currently alive?
Anything. Anyone.
Wow.
About my life.
Kevin Smith could play me.
Robin Williams.
Oh, nice. Oh, really?
Those are great choices.
Those are good choices.
Wow. I would think, and this maybe this is a little off the rails, but like Jack Black about 20 pounds ago. Do you know what I mean? Like when
cool.
there's
I can
that,
see that.
like his early stuff, like, yeah, he's a funny guy. Vincent Price for me. Oh, sorry. I'll talk about that in a second. His early stuff, like in High Fidelity, where he wasn't trying to be funny all the time, or like there was some serious acting. I think he could do that, because people tell me I'm way too serious more often than I care to hear, but I think he could do it. And I don't think I could afford him, but I would like him to play me.
There you go.
Okay.
Red says he would get Seth Rogen to play him in his biopic. Bunny, Vincent Price for Wes.
Vincent Price is our go-to for everybody.
Vincent Price. I like Vincent Price.
Everybody does.
Yes. How do you not? Do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
Yes.
It's
the one thing I can get behind, especially now that the U.S. government has,
since they confirmed it.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it's the one thing I could get behind, like, my entire life, and I say that as the resident skeptic. It's the one thing I can get behind.
It's an awful waste of space.
Yeah, universe is far, far too big.
Millions of millions of, we're an infinite number of stars, presumably some with planetary systems.
So I will cede to you, though, that while I believe that it's possible that there could be alien life, and most of the UFOs I think that we see or we photograph or whatever are earthbound
phenomenon. Yeah.
Military, grade objects, probably.
Lots.
At least the vast majority of them. But I will say that because at conventional speeds, and the speed of light being the sort of universal standard, the chances of a civilization existing simultaneously with us are astronomically big, considering that we're a blip on that whole, So if they did exist at the same time as us, the likelihood of us interacting would be even more astronomical.
Because
the distances between us. But I'm not going to rule anything out, because there are more things in heaven and Mars. Ratio.
I love the, like Hank, you talk about stuff being like earthbound phenomenon, and I love, especially like looking back on photos from the 1980s and like seeing and recognizing the F-117 Nighthawk or the B-2 the B-2 Spirit bomber.
Debunked. Yeah.
Well, that was like that one line from Men in Black from Tommy Lee Jones, and he's like, in some corners of the galaxy, we're considered a virus. And they don't want to interact with us.
Yeah.
Because we're so far behind where we should be with hover cars and whatnot.
Yeah. Where's my George Jetson mobile that goes
bubble machine?
Yeah.
I believe in aliens when one is ripping my heart out of my chest.
I guess it was true.
I regret nothing.
Laugh with me, Kodos.
Okay. Have you ever imagined your action figure collection as the characters in Toy Story that come alive when you aren't around? And if so, who would be the life of the party?
Life of the party.
I don't think I've
more than I'm willing to admit. I imagine that.
Wow.
More of like Night at the Museum or that kind of action. Indian in the Cupboard.
Yeah.
Sort of Indian in the Cupboard style thing. The life of the party would be Chopper.
Oh, nice.
To figure out how he would stop from killing all the other droids in my collection.
I think if my action figures did do that, if they and this is like very period specific, if my action figures did come to life in a Toy Story kind of way, the life and the death of the party would be this guy.
Nice.
Apollo Creed.
What you got, chump? What you got, chump? Come on, chump. Come on, chump. Oh, wait, that was Clubber Lang's line.
Hey, woman.
Yeah, I don't actually imagine my toys coming to life because I'd feel guilty for so many of them that are still in box.
Look at you all normal over there.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Red says, and they called that movie Small Soldiers. A movie that was better than its toy line. I would have to say. Oh, and Vile says, I only have the McFarlane Metallica set. And honestly, if they played Injustice for All, I wouldn't care.
That'd be cool.
They just come to life and perform every night.
Yeah, seriously.
Just songs.
Have you ever had an awkward encounter with a celebrity?
No, but I made you have one.
Yes, you did. Maybe that's why I put it.
Believe me. Gotta go. Awkward, sure. I mean, by association, a lot of stuff that we've gone to, we're convention goers. So I mean, these interactions. I did have the weird Carrie Fisher. I got blessed by Carrie Fisher, which is kind of funny because if you saw, Carrie just got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and at the ceremony, Billy, her daughter, poured glitter on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Carrie was like famous like for carrying around. She always had glitter. Mm-hmm. She had this glitter lip balm that she was like anointing all the kids' foreheads as they went up to talk to Princess Leia. And I'm watching this little girl go through this process, and I'm like, I'm infatuated with this. And Carrie notices that I'm noticing what's happening, and she looks at me and she says, "Do you want to be blessed too?" And what do you do when Princess Leia says, "Do you want to be blessed?"
Yes.
So I got anointed with the glitter. So yeah, that was kind of awkward, but
my awkward one.
I locked eyes with Willem Dafoe on the street, and I thought I might have to fight the Green Goblin. It was awkward because he was very serious about being alive. You know, like Willem Dafoe is no joke. He looks like the Green Goblin. Like he's not wearing makeup in real life. Like he's a scary looking dude. It was a little awkward. I don't know if he thought that he had to fight me, but he looked like he was ready.
He was prepared.
Was that like a street encounter, like a chance encounter?
It was a street encounter. It was a street. It was like a Sunday morning. Lauren and I were walking to breakfast, and Willem Dafoe, and she locked eyes with him, and she had said, like, I thought that it was like someone from my work that knew me, and she's like, I thought I was in trouble or something for not like he had whatever it is that these Hollywood guys have. He had some about him for sure.
Yeah.
I was immediately like 10 feet past him. Like there was no chance for an autograph or any awkward, he definitely just wanted to be left alone. He was there to film, but I was just like, look, do I have to fight him? Like,
I ran away from Kim when she was trying to talk to Sean Austin.
It was so awful. But I made through. I got through it. I got through it. He actually thought he offended you. You left so abruptly.
That's awesome. A celebrity thought they offended me.
Yes. He was concerned. He said something.
Fuck you, Sean Austin. No, he was totally.
You were awesome in Goonies.
He was consummate. Yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome.
You had a
Andy, you were talking about McFarlane.
Yeah, when I met Todd McFarlane, it was I had not mentally prepared myself for meeting him. I was like, I love you.
Did you actually say that?
I love all your work, man. Harley was behind me in line too, so she actually did way better than I did.
Way to go, Harley.
All right, so
my one really awkward one though.
Oh, sure.
Was when I met Ben. Oh, I can't remember his last name. The dude that played the creature from the Black Lagoon. It was my very first convention, and the first guy I got to sign an autograph was the guy who played Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Okay,
and he charged nothing. I'm like, okay, cool, free autographs. So I went up to Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm like, hey, I got this. Can I sign
$20, man?
And he signed my case DVD, and I'm like, thank you. And he's like, wait, you got to pay. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I did not realize.
I didn't know that, sir.
I'm broke.
Like, okay, here you go. I was like, oh, I got to pay for
I'll do the dishes.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
That would be awkward. That's a whole different kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Red says, Lewis Black said, thanks for coming. And I responded with, you too.
That's funny as heck, actually. I at my high school graduation, I shook hands with, I can't remember what the prime minister, the principal was, and they said congratulations, and I said congratulations because I was so nervous. I said the exact I just parroted them. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
If you could join the cast of a TV show, which one would it be?
Oh. Does it have to have aired yet?
No.
Ahsoka.
Ooh. I feel like that's a too easy one. I could ramble off any of the Star Wars series and I'd be
okay, all right.
And in there.
You're right. That is a bit easy for us. So okay.
I could do a guest spot on the X-Files.
Oh, very
as
cool.
a guest spot. Yeah, you didn't want to be a series regular?
Well, I could evolve into a series regular.
Oh wait, the winner. We got a winner for this one. Vile says
nice.
Fandom Power.
Oh,
nice. Excellent. You could be on.
Anytime.
Phone us up.
Lost. You
Mm-hmm.
lost your sorry, speaking of lost, you lost your
did.
mind over the ending of that.
I did. I lost my mind. I have a bachelor's in science in the field of Lost. I actually have a diploma on my wall from an alternate, like an augmented reality game they were running. I have my master's degree, but they never sent me the diploma.
Right.
The Adharma Initiative College Fund. Man, yeah, that show was good.
I think I would like to appear.
Ended badly.
I would like to have been in, and I don't care if it's the. I mean, I like them both, the original or the rebooted Battlestar Galactica.
Ooh, yeah.
I would love to be a Viper pilot. That would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Red says House as the only non-doctor regular.
That's called a patient.
Nice. He's just dying every episode.
Eric gets wheeled in on a gurney in every episode as a different character.
And every week House is like lupus.
A different number of CCs. Stat.
What was your first job?
Ooh, first paying job?
Programming binary load lifters.
Cutting grass.
Oh, okay. First paid job for me, newspaper boy. I don't think that's really a thing anymore.
I guess technically that'd be my first one too.
Is it really a thing? I think of the newspaper guy as like some old guy, that's driving around in a car with hundreds of papers, because
that's kind of what it's evolved
the only way that you can make any money at it.
Yeah.
I had a bait business in the
oh
year
god,
before
I remember that.
grade 9. Yeah,
I remember that.
I had a bait business, night crawlers.
Yeah,
bait. Yeah,
interesting.
Oh, wow. What's your favorite trip you've ever taken?
Man, we've been on quite a few good ones, Kim.
It doesn't have to be one we went on. Just what's your
favorite trip?
Niagara Falls with the wife.
Nice.
Kelly and I did acid one time. It's a family show. Lauren and I went to New York City, and it was pretty beautiful. It was a pretty amazing thing to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, I've been to so many different places and seen so many different things, and almost all of those experiences are little snapshots of some really shitty trips that I was on that had just really good moments peppered amongst them. But like, in terms of like an intentional trip that I took that was really awesome, I'd say like our trips to Mexico are probably some of the best. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Cool.
Oh shit!
Said the 007 thing.
That was good. That was really good. I forgot. Kim, you had asked a question about nicknames. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I forgot. We had a follow-up on that one. Can you go back to that for a second?
Oh, I think it was, what was your silliest nickname and how'd you get it or something like that?
Yeah. Hank, do you remember what you said?
What I said?
Yeah, for your like nickname. What was it?
He said Hank.
It was
Hank. It was Hank. Well, somebody who knows you had a question for you as a follow-up, and it was something like this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is that the Cool Crush kid?
Wow. Wow. Complete with the original 3Ks that I had to fix. Man.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Wow. Vile, don't even look at that. Oh my god.
Cool Crush kid.
Wow, that's crazy. Bill Ingram. That is like grade 9.
I saw that.
13-year-old Hank rapping.
I saw that and I'm like, oh, I hope you don't. I was hoping that you would not see that on our Facebook.
I didn't see it.
Clearly
wow. That takes me way back. Like that was
that's a long
grade
time
8
ago.
or something. Holy cow. And then when I realized I was trying to be cool with 3Ks, and then I went, wait a minute.
That doesn't work.
This is a black art form. So then it was KCK.
KCK, yeah. I remember that.
I have a tattoo with a Kansas City hat on.
That's right. Yeah.
Because of that, actually. That's crazy. It's a very poor tattoo. I shouldn't show it on air. I don't even know what shoulder it's on, in fact. That's how often I look at my own body.
There it is. There it is.
There's a KC on the hat.
The KC, yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy, Bill Ingram. Get out of my brain.
Yeah, Diz, get out of his brain.
What is your number 1 all-time favorite movie?
Oh, that's
you just said that the other day. Yeah, you said that the other day.
Jaws.
Blade Runner.
Oh.
Runner up, True Romance.
Oh, that's a good movie.
True Romance.
That is a good movie. God, it's so hard to just pick one. I'm as such a genre fan. It's like, favorite this kind of movie or favorite that kind of movie. I could say Star Wars, but even that could change tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you know how crazy I was for Maverick, waiting for it to come out, and it delivered. So Maverick was my favorite movie this year so far. Like favorite movie of all time. Okay, I'm gonna say this in all seriousness, only because it strikes the childhood. Cha-ching! It's this family wholesome. I made Kim watch it. She likes it. It's quite cute. Back in the early 80s, Kenny Rogers did a movie
we talked about this
with Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers and a very, very young Anthony Michael Hall called Six Pack, where Kenny was a NASCAR driver, and he rolled into town and the car got stripped of all the car parts. Like the car got stripped by these 6 kids who were living. Their parents had passed away, so they were living as a ward of the county under this corrupt sheriff. And so Kenny Rogers takes these 6 kids under his wing, and they become his NASCAR pit crew. Six Pack. Love that movie.
Superman's mom is in that one too.
Oh, that's Diane right. Lane. That's right. Diane Lane. She was very young too.
Yeah, she's one of the kids.
Yeah. She was the oldest. She was the oldest sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a hook for a hand or a peg for a leg?
I'm going to say hook hand. Just because you can swap out attachments.
Very good.
Oh, I'm Echo. A fart attachment? Foghorn.
Wow.
I don't know with the tech. Does it have to be a hook? Could I have something cooler?
Sure.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I think a hook hand.
I was gonna say, like, if you're saying hook hand because you could swap attachments, then I should be able to say peg leg, because then I could go to like super cool carbon fiber flex foot. You know what I mean? Like, but if we're sticking to the like the as it's written, peg leg,
I would rather have a hook than a peg.
I would rather have the hook hand as well,
a prosthetic leg than a prosthetic arm.
I think because you guys go deep on all these episodes you review, every question you guys are just going deep on.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Lauren
brains
said
are
a hook,
just wired
a hook
to do
leg.
I need to overthink the crap out of this.
Lauren said either a hook leg or a peg arm.
Red says a leg, need them digits. You only need the first 3, man. Like there's pretty much not much you can't do without 3, like the 2 fingers and the thumb.
You screw that action with a hook.
And you're gonna.
You know what? I scratch myself in my sleep a lot. If you were to give me a hook, it might not be pretty.
He's put a little cork on the
That's
end.
right. Yeah, the cartoon cork.
Oh, I need to get my scrotum sewed up again. Won't be at work today.
Oh no, I've castrated myself again.
Again.
Would you rather be the hero that saved the girl or the villain that took over the world?
Hero every time.
Yeah.
Hero
Yeah.
every time.
Okay.
Yeah, every time.
Every time. It is easy to do the wrong thing, but it is hard to do what is right. But you do it because it's the right thing.
Oh, good answer.
I agree. I kind of agree.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
What is your favorite joke?
I can't say it on the show.
Oh,
It's a Hank joke too.
is it
Fair
really?
enough.
Yeah.
After
Well,
the show,
I can
you
say
gotta
that
tell me.
the
I can tell you my
punchline.
favorite.
The punchline involves a clown suit.
No, that is a good joke. That is a really good joke that you can't tell on. Oh my god!
You can't say
My
that on
favorite
television.
joke you could tell on this show. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A stick.
A stick. That's my favorite clean joke.
Oh, that's good.
I will agree with that other joke though.
Yeah.
Wes, certainly.
There, Red's got one.
Red says bladder infection means you're in trouble. Oh, wait, I got it. Hold on. Oh. Deserve that one.
Yep. I don't know that I have a favorite joke.
No?
I don't know.
That's fair. That's okay. What is your most prized possession in your collection? I think, Hank, you might have already said that.
Yeah, I think I touched upon it.
Man,
I like it a lot.
That's a tough one for me. I'm somewhere between that I don't know if you can see it there. That Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber, or perhaps the Atlantean sword. I have an Atlantean sword replica from Conan the Barbarian that I'm very, very
cool.
very fond of.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've got a Amazing Fantasy 15 replica.
Yeah.
Signed by Stan Lee.
Oh, so that's cool. Oh,
and I paid the extra for the certificate of authenticity.
Now you see, you did it again. You triggered me.
Oh, sorry.
I took, this goes back to that never meet your heroes thing. I had Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, sign the trailer of my masterpiece, Optimus Prime. So that's pretty prized. It's pretty prized. Yeah. It's not a sword, but hey.
It doesn't have to be. What movie are you most looking forward to seeing this year?
The Flash.
Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, I am too. That's a good one.
I am nervous for the early reviews.
I'm gonna go with Meg 2.
The Meg 2.
I love the first one.
Have you seen the standing ovation they gave him at the secret premiere
at Con?
He crying.
There's some commentary about Con as the film festival goes that everybody gets a standing ovation at Con when they debut a movie. So I don't know. I'm not one to put. We're going to go see it. We're definitely going to go see it. I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed Crystal Skull, even though it was
definitely yeah. It's my most anticipated movie of the summer for sure.
Yeah. No, for me, it's Flash for me. Yep. Red says Transformers, burn me, Mr. Bay. It's not a Bay movie anymore. It's not a Bay movie.
It's not a Bay movie.
Not a Bay movie. What's that, kid?
It looks good. The Transformers.
It does look good. I'm totally in. I'm definitely there. Yeah. So Transformers in this order: Flash, Transformers, Indy. Oh, and I wish I could show it. I've got that for Tuesday. next Tuesday. Oh my God, Gareth Edwards.
Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah. Gareth Edwards, Rogue One director, has a new movie coming out, and it might as well be his take on Terminator, and it looks freaking amazing.
Oh, nice.
It's called
Really
Creator.
nice.
We're going to talk about it on Tuesday on Random Fandom.
Nice.
But yeah.
What do you think the world will look like in 50 years?
Don't care because I'll be dead. Is that
You will not.
Is that in 50 years?
Have you ever seen Mad Max?
Have you seen Mars?
There's just
Yeah, it looks an awful lot like
there's
Mad
a piece
Max.
of desert in the background of Mad Max. That everything's going to look like.
It's that or Waterworld. I don't know, 50-50.
Yeah.
Oh, Waterworld.
50-50.
They say they were super close, like within a decade of being able to have a pill that will return us back 2 years.
Really?
And that if you could afford to do it once a year, you could jump back instead of aging a year.
You could cheat it.
You could cheat it off.
Vile says everyone will be dead, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sooner than you'd like.
Red says, have you seen Idiocracy?
Yes, I have.
I don't believe I have.
Oh, you got to watch that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The smartest guy in the world is a complete moron, but he's still way smarter than everybody in the future.
Okay. All right.
It's pretty neat.
Do you have a secret talent?
I did, but then I made an album with Vile.
I have this.
Oh, yeah. I got one of those.
That's it.
The chicks dig this one.
I can't even do it. But I can do this one.
Secret talents? Nice.
You can do that weird tug roll on mine.
Oh, nice. Oh my God, that was
The clover leaf.
that was scary. There's pills for that.
I don't know.
Okay. We have a few more questions. And then we're done.
Okay.
What's the one thing you've wanted to do or try but haven't yet?
Skydiving.
Oh, very cool.
That's a big one too. Wow. I would like, I mean, actually, babe, you got to do this. I would love to be at the controls of a high performance aircraft. Not that, I would love to fly and be in control.
Now it's my time.
We got sick when I was doing it.
Yeah, because I was in the back seat. Oh, never had motion sickness before in my life until I bought Kim a sightseeing flight in a single engine Cessna, and so of course she gets to sit up front and I'm in the back seat, and the guy that took us up was really nice, and he's like, "Is this your first time flying?" And Kim's like, "Yeah." So he starts explaining instruments and gets her hands
up. Went, yeah, it is.
gets her hands on the controls. He's like, "You're in control." Lets her fly the plane for like 20 minutes. And I'm in the back.
You weren't doing it.
Are you having fun there?
Want to do a barrel roll, Wes?
In the front seat, I think I'd be okay.
Oh, okay. Keep that in mind.
Vile says drop 11 songs with Hank.
Yeah. It's coming.
You want to make a movie?
I'd love to make a movie. I don't even know if it has to be about anything weird or anything. I just always want to make a movie.
Writing a screenplay is still on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Fandom Power, the movie.
Tell you what, I'll write it. You can direct it. Andy, produce.
Yeah, man.
That sounds
good.
good.
You on YouTube.
Let's crowdfund that thing. Let's do it. I don't know what's going to be about.
Worse people have done that for sure.
Yeah.
Based on what I've been watching on Amazon Prime, we can do better.
We can make a fan film about Fandom Power.
Yeah, we could.
A low budget film about a low
budget.
The mouse
podcast. Is a sedentary creature.
Easily trapped by a wire.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve?
Yeah.
Don't call me buds.
What, like plural?
Yeah, BUDS. Do not call me buds.
Oh,
Don't call me buds.
oh,
I want to murder
Bros.
people when they say that.
Bros.
That's a close second,
Bros,
man.
why you getting like that? Don't watch Letterkenny.
Just watch Letterkenny.
There's a guy that speaks every single
Squirrely
word
Dan.
in plural. Squirrely Dan speaks everything in plural.
What she's talking about, Miss Katie's.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He takes that country thing and goes so far with it.
Ah, vile. All right, buds. Oh,
don't buds me.
And I can read. Buds. You think you can't read tone? I can read tone. Yeah. I'm coming for you, buds. Don't buds me, buds.
Oh. Right, Wes. All right, Wes. All right.
Eric gets it. Yeah, don't buds me, buds. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't have anything that specific. As I get older, I suffer stupidity a lot less.
I can give you a broad one. Like I don't like awful drivers, but then I have to sit back and go, am I qualified to determine who's an awful driver?
Laborers who go, I've got a hole in my glove.
You still got a finger?
We used to call them hand diapers.
Don't touch my comics.
Red says you can't type in sarcasm.
It's called Sarcastica. They need a font.
Sarcastica.
What's the most important lesson you've learned over your career?
Ooh.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Like I still think career was my previous life in the military. And so I would probably say that, and I should have learned it sooner, is that you are your, nobody's going to advocate for you more than you will. So, I mean, the sooner you learn that lesson and apply it, the further you will go.
Okay.
Just because there's a series of university-based letters after a person's name doesn't mean they're more intelligent than you.
Oh, yeah,
Logic trumps everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put their interests above your own.
Oh my God, yes.
I learned that far, far too late. Like,
yeah, that's the whole work-life thing, eh? Like the home work balance.
When I treated that like that was my second family.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, my second family kicked me out the door.
Mine too, right? Like, I mean, and they, no, I get it.
But like all the promises, you don't have to worry, you'll always have a place here.
Yeah, until
what you do is appreciated until it's not.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Eric says, like the princess sings, let it go, let it go. Yep. Let it go.
What is your spirit animal?
A crow.
Nice.
I share that. I truly feel like the crow is my spirit animal as well.
Puppy dog.
Oh.
Who is your favorite podcaster right now?
My favorite podcaster right now is actually a gentleman by the name of Aaron Moats. Aaron Moats hosts a podcast, Star Wars themed podcast. Go figure. It's called the Star Wars Legends Lounge, where Aaron does a brief breakdown where he's covering every Star Wars EU novel and then providing his thoughts on it. In fact, I'd like to try and get him as a guest on one of our shows, to be honest.
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Be dope. I don't think I have one like us. I'm always amazed at both of you guys.
Oh,
quite honestly, like you're like, no, yeah, your professionalism and because I'm always just going. So yeah, no, it's am I allowed to say that you guys are my favorite podcasters? Because it's true.
I was going to say the same thing about you two.
Oh, Kim said we were overthinking it, so maybe now you're not overthinking it. I don't know. Now, full transparency, I don't get to listen or watch as many podcasts as I would like to because of the amount of work that we put into our own. So there's a lot of great podcasters out there that are doing amazing things. I mean, you can pick any topic out of the air and there's a podcast about it for sure. But that Star Wars Legends Lounge was the first thing that just sort of came to mind. Ray says Wes, Andy, Hank, and Kim.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's awesome.
If you could have a billboard with anything on it, what would it be and why?
Oh, well, a billboard. Wow.
You want to say something? You want to advertise something?
I'm like, what message could I send? Do
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, wow.
Hmm.
If I could have a billboard, it would probably have one of the cheesy meme inspired designs from t-shirts.
Yeah.
Just that way people would see it and get a laugh.
Nice.
That's
You
good.
don't need to be advertised, you just have a laugh.
You know, to be honest, one thing this sort of falls on the back end of the last question. It's like about podcasting, and I think about the work that we do, and the one thing that we probably don't do enough of is advertising. So in a shallow kind of way, if I could have a billboard right now, I would love it to be like one of them giant roadside jobbies with like an ad for our show.
That's cool.
I think it would be a big white billboard with black letters that said "Apathy Now!" ! And let's just see who gets it.
Yeah. Vile says, and you guys obviously that was the podcaster question. Red, save yourself, save a friend, save the world.
Nice.
Or make fun.
And finally,
what final question?
Well, I can keep going if you want.
My heart, I was not prepared for that. Oh, you got to give me the 5-question like warning.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I've missed anyone here.
Oh, I don't know.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Oh, art. That's a good one.
Art.
So after I went back to school and decided that I was going to actually try to graduate, English, of all things.
Okay.
Language is important, folks.
Sure, what is a gime?
Sures is. What's the gime? Where is this gime they keep telling me to go to?
Gime. And I'm always late.
What's the one piece of advice you'd give someone starting out in podcasting?
Don't let technology get in the way of being creative. If you've got a podcast idea, do it and do it now. You can do it. There's enough free tools for you to get in the podcast game right now with nothing more than a cell phone. You have no reason to not do something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has an audience, apparently.
That's true.
Everybody has an audience. Somebody will listen to what you have to say for sure. Yeah. And it's easy. It's not hard to do. I don't think you have to be super professional out the gate. I just think you have to be passionate about something.
Yeah.
And be willing to just put yourself out there. Because it's, I mean, you like you said, Wes, you don't need the tech. That'll all come.
It comes with time.
Just slowly chip away at it.
Yeah.
If you got something to say and you want people to hear you say it, now's the time.
Put your best
foot
forward.
Forever.
I agree.
Run with it.
Yeah. Vile's got a question for us. He says, what's your favorite hip-hop album of all time?
Boogie Down Productions, By All Means Necessary.
Interesting.
I could do it line for line if you want.
There are so few. So I don't know where the genre lines cross. I mean, what's hip-hop and what's not? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like if I said like the first like CNC Music Factory record, does that count? Like, I don't know.
I see now as a weirdo, dance, right? I would say no. But
sure. I don't know.
We could get into a debate about what that means. But
at the same time, I do like, because I am not a hip hop fan. A lot of my exposure to hip hop, actually, like truth be told, is my exposure to you, Hank, as my friend.
Yeah.
So whatever you were listening to, if I was around, that's what I was listening to. Yeah. So I mean, I have a soft spot for early Public Enemy as well, because I just don't know early Run DMC. You know,
Here's a funny one. Oh, Andy.
Sorry. I'm just slow to it. I don't know that I could pick one single album. Because like you've got
that's fair.
Warren
No, it's totally
fair. Snoop Dogg, you've got Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, KRS-One,
Beastie Boys, Paul's
Beastie
Boutique.
Boys.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G. There's so much good stuff out
Sure, sure.
If I had to pick one collection, it would be the Def Jam 10th anniversary collection, though.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
Because it spawns the first 10 years of them and it crosses like the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim, you were going to say something.
It's a silly one. Have you ever caught yourself having a conversation with your action figures? And if so, what advice have they given you? Look at your faces.
I can't say that I have. If there's any conversation happening, it's in store saying, buy me, buy me, buy me. Don't worry, you can afford it.
Scratching through the plastic. Release me. Release me.
Over there's where I see the leprechaun. He tells me to burn things.
So in a really weird way, yes. And I've done this a couple of times now because I've moved a few times since I've become an action figure collector. So you go through the process of having to pack them all up. And as you take them off the shelf, you find yourself lingering on them. And
I've heard you talking to them.
Yeah. So, and having an audience is even better. I've had you, Kim, around for this, where I'm like, and this character is this person's name, and this is his origin story, and this is what he does, and this is his power, and this is his arch nemesis.
And then he pews that guy.
Right. And so you have those conversations. And I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the conversations I have.
Okay. If you could live in any historical period, what would you choose?
I'm tossed up. I'm really tossed between the 1950s and the 1970s. I would like to have experienced the and for the same reasons. I would love to have experienced the music scene in both of those decades. And the 70s just had this crazy fashion sense that, has informed sort of my style preferences now, especially this is going to sound dumb, but when you're a homeowner and you're furnishing a home, I am so enthralled by the 70s style of furniture that I would love to redo the entire house in 70s Art Deco.
My bread orange couch.
Yeah. I love that stuff. I really do. The bank that we use in Peterborough has a chaise lounge and 2 swivel easy chairs that I swear to God would look right at home on a set of Star Trek.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I love them. Bright orange too.
I got lost. What was the question again?
What time period would you like to live in?
I was thinking about orange couches, and I was like, what was the question? Probably the 80s, because I could go for some good movies again.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I think the 80s would be good. To not experience as a child, but as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like humanity peaked in the 80s.
Reagan. Vile wants to know, what is our collective opinion on Martin Scorsese?
The hell with him.
The Godfather insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon itself.
Martin Scorsese, the filmmaker, has made some great films.
Yes.
His opinion on what constitutes film is you can shove it up his ass. But,
yeah.
Who decides what art is?
Well,
people
do you take him as the person or the creations of that person?
Say that one more time.
Well, it's super hard to separate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the Godfather films and
separating the art from the artist.
Right? Yeah.
It's
same thing with Michael Jackson, right?
Or the Harry Potter lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Separating the art from the artist. It's hard sometimes.
I don't think about him much, to be honest. He's not
I really don't either. I mean,
he's not in my conversation when I'm like, oh, these directors. He's not there for me unless somebody reminds me. Oh, hey, Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Go,
it was just a blip on the radar. In the same way that when Steven Spielberg said that superhero movies were going to play themselves out, it was just a blip. Interestingly
now
enough,
that guy I count as one of my all-time entertained me the most.
Yeah,
he's way up there. Steven Spielberg.
I'm surprised that he hasn't taken a shot at making one yet, to be honest. And then Vile also says, Phantom Power hip hop episode and debate coming soon? ? I'm in, dog.
Well, we would love to have you. on a random evening, drop by. We can talk
on a
that
Tuesday
stuff.
night. We can talk hip hop all Tuesday night.
Throw $5 at our Patreon. You could tell us what you want us to do.
Make that episode happen.
Yeah, really. Eh?
Okay, second last question.
Okay.
For someone who's never seen a Star Wars movie,
Oof.
what 3 movies would you recommend them to start with?
Oh, wow.
I've answered this question several different ways, many times, but I can only give them 3 movies to watch.
3 movies. They're new to Star Wars.
A New Hope, and The Empire Strikes Back, in that order.
That's a good choice.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to go, and this follows on the heels of like some of those bigger questions about what's the preferred or what's the best viewing order, and I go somewhere in the modified Machete, which is a whole other thing. If you've never heard of the Machete order, the modified Machete order for me is you start with A New Hope, then you watch Empire. Now, technically, when Vader says, "I am your father," you can shut the movie off right there. But you have to pick 3 movies, so you might as well watch all of Empire and then go to The Phantom Menace. Yeah, because then you get the, what do you mean Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader are the same guy? Well, now you know that. You have to go back and get Anakin's story, bring him up to Revenge of the Sith, then carry on with Return of the Jedi. But yeah, 3. So Star Wars, New Hope, Empire, Phantom Menace.
I think to get them watching more, to want to go, oh God, I want to do that with the rest of my life. I think I would try to get them as compelled as possible, and leaving them dangling at the end of Empire Strikes Back is probably perfect for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's great.
I don't know. I would think Revenge of the Sith would have to be in there for me.
Revenge of the Sith is my favorite.
Super
prequel.
good.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, New Hope, and Empire.
In that order?
Yep.
In that order. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. That's a good one. Kim, you're going to hit us. You got the very last question. You got it?
Well, I think so.
Okay. Have you been toiling over which one you were going to save to the bitter end?
Yeah, it kind of fluctuates. But anyway.
Okay. All right.
Because you guys are so into Star Wars, what character is your ultimate favorite character that no one knows about?
Oh,
obscure characters that nobody knows about or nobody cares about. Favorite.
Like not, Obi-Wan, or not the main, like who, just your favorite character that's a bit part.
Oh wow.
And it doesn't have to be a movie character, right? It could be across any of the lore.
Yeah.
High Inquisitor Tremaine.
Ooh.
Antinous Tremaine. Well, that's not true because he's now been canonized. So I'm going to go with I got a second answer. Galandro. Final answer.
I don't know who that is, so okay.
That's right. Yeah, so nobody knows about. So
I know.
Galandro. Now you're going to go and look up who's this Galandro.
Lord of the Rings.
That's Galadriel.
That's a crazy good question.
I don't know.
My favorite character that nobody knows about. I mean, there's so many. Like the average person wouldn't know. You could go really deep here.
I figured you guys would.
The cool part about this question is that, like, as toy collectors, this is a perfect question because thanks to Hasbro and Kenner, every freaking character in Star Wars eventually will get a name.
Yeah.
Oh my. Dak Ralter. He gives it all. He gives 100% for the rebellion. He's a martyr.
The worst part is we don't even know. He might have still been alive, and Luke had to dive out of the way.
Left him to be crushed. He could have been just unconscious.
That's right.
No force healing. There's none of that. You just could have picked the ship up and brought it with you.
If you'd have had 10 more minutes of training.
Poor Dak.
Oh, Andy's deep into the Googles.
Yeah, I'm going to the Googles just so I get the name right.
Oh, that's good. That's fair. That's a totally fair thing too. I'll go back to the while you're doing your research.
Yep.
Talk about Galandro for a second. Galandro was a character that appeared in the 1979 Han Solo trilogy. He was a gunfighter, and he was widely considered to be the fastest gun in the galaxy. He's essentially Cad Bane. Han Solo actually takes him down.
Okay.
Becoming the fastest gun in the galaxy. Galandro.
Okay.
Galandro.
Mine is not super deep, but I'm going to go with Garza Fwip.
Garza Fwip. Oh, good character.
That's pretty cool.
Who also may or may not. No, she's dead.
Yeah, I know.
she way dead.
It's too bad. But
Yeah. She like terrorist dead.
yeah. She deserves more screen time.
Yeah. Is there a chance for her to come back? Do you think there's a chance she could come back?
Flashback.
Or, she just made it?
I was just, while we're thinking and spending time on it, I want to change my answer.
You can change your answer. It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Jason Syndulla.
Oh, that's
that's the character with the most promise.
Yeah.
Ever. Just like they serve that up and they go, nothing.
Isn't it funny? And like, you kind of wonder, are they going to, because I know as your friend of many, many years, you had the same emotional connection to another Jason Kyle.
Yeah.
And the fear I have is that Star Wars is going to Jason Kyle, Jason Syndulla, and never be seen again.
It's true. It's true.
Never to be
that's
seen
always
again.
a danger. Yeah.
That's
funny. I'd forgotten about
that. Listen, I want to thank everybody who submitted questions. For those of you hanging out with us in the live chat tonight, thank you so much. Your questions made the show that much more fun. For Bill and Major, who submitted their questions online on our Facebook, thank you to you guys. I want to reserve the last and the biggest thank you to Kim upstairs, who graciously agreed to moderate the show tonight and to
I hope it was fun.
Keep us on our toes,
super fun.
Put us through our paces. Thank you for agreeing to appear on camera.
Of course.
By the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, Kim is the voice of our show. So every time you hear a welcome to Fandom Power, now you know who you're listening to. So, thank you, honey. Don't forget, come back and see us on Tuesday night. It'll be another episode of Random Fandom. I've been very diligently collecting headlines all week. I've got a lot that I want to talk about. Some of it's funny, some of it's not funny, and some of it is just downright what? And we still got a couple more days to go because if it's like any other week, I will be collecting headlines right up until about 5:45 the day of.
Everything happens.
Don't forget though, we can't cover it all. You bring your entertainment and pop culture news and interests that you want to talk about, because Tuesday night is the show for you guys. We just want to hang out and just chat. That's all we want to do. So that's it for me, I think. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was super fun.
Yeah, it was. I had a great time tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, last one. Thanks again, Kim. And guys, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
I'm Hank.
And we will see you all on the next one. Bye for now.